Okay, this is a video about, it's more about preparation along the way. So in the beginning, you have your calendar, you have your routine, you start doing a routine all the time and you're engaging, you're doing the 7 steps to recovery. Great. But you also need, things that keep you on track. So looks like I got this big something or other. What I used was Post-it notes, sticky notes, and I had a shitload of them. Not only that, I had a bunch of books. I probably had like 5 books where I would write down. It almost became like I was studying along the journey, right? And what I noticed, I would write down and kind of reflect on it, and just something that I did. I have more books at home, but I brought, like all these, like a list of my symptoms and progress, my wins and visuals. I write down my visuals, and I had, here, I'll try to find I had a couple pages of my calendar. Here, we'll see. This is going to be a bit of a shit show mess. But, I would, every day, I scheduled out my days. And I put a sticker on if I was, done that day. This is like the beginning of my journey. So I kept most of my stuff. Like I had all these cool calendars. All these lists of all my symptoms and wins, and sometimes I would jot down if I noticed a pattern on a certain day in my calendar. And eventually, in the middle of my journey, I stopped doing these things. I started to pull away. I still used the calendar, but I stopped putting stickers on. I stopped writing down little, patterns that I would notice with symptoms, because I used to also write down details about, last Tuesday I had this symptom, and then it stopped on the following Tuesday, right? Because in the future, it would come back again. I would be triggered, and I'd be like, let's go look through my book. Oh, it said, that's the detail. Oh, did I have this symptom in there? And it would say in detail what I felt. And I'd be like, oh, I'm feeling that right now. Okay, it passed. Okay, I felt fine. It went away. Okay. Then, that's how you kind of use that as leverage to move forward, because you have the reassurance. Because for some reason, I would keep forgetting all these symptoms, right? Your brain likes to forget during this journey. It likes to make you forget so that you can focus on the alarms, because it's on its priority list. Alarms. That's all it cares about, is for you to remember alarms. So all that shit that that you're a pro at, it will give you a brain fart, so you totally forgot. And that's why I had Post-it notes, because I needed them constantly. I used to also write things down on my hand, right here and here. Like people would see me, like my mom or my wife or people in general would see that I wrote a bunch of things on my hand. And they would probably like, oh, this guy's probably got some problems. Oh my God. Or, or whatever. And I just say, oh, it's just, I got to remember I got a little bit of, I'm forgetful. It's a grocery list. It's a little bit, So I would do the 2 past memories, and then I would shift to the 2 future memories. I always did an hour. That was the main core of the visual. But in between, I'd wander around with my visuals. I would just wander around. If I'd ask my guides or my higher self, because this was also a spiritual moment for me, to tap into my spiritual higher self. And I would talk to my spirit guides, right? I'd ask questions like, I need clarity on this and that, because this and that's making me feel like this, and I'm wondering if this is gonna blah blah blah. I need a golden nugget of clarity. Can you please send me a golden nugget? It was like almost a session of bringing your baseline down, doing your visuals, having meeting with yourself, getting organized. I was always writing in my schedule, and then getting spiritual, right? Some people could say it's praying. Some people could say whatever. For me, it was asking the questions and, exploring the thoughts, the questions that I had. I would explore it and go, yeah, but I wonder if blah, blah, blah. And I would get right into it. And if I do this, what does that mean? Then I go, I'd like to have some clarity, some golden nuggets of clarity. I'd be grateful and thank you for protecting me and my family and yada, 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 right? And all of a sudden, while I'm talking, I would get a download and information's coming out. And I'd get holy fucking shit moments. Not just aha moments. I would be like losing my shit in the car. I'd be like, what the fuck was that? Right? And then I'd press pause, rewind it, and replay what I said. I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. And then I would think about it, and then you kind of, you explore that thought that came to you. Or, a synchronicity would happen. You'll be talking about something like, I love deers, and I love, I'm grateful for having this environment with the trees, and it's snowing, it's so beautiful. I love, blue jays, and in that second there'll be like a deer walking by, or 5 minutes later there'd be like a blue jay chirping at me, right? In that moment, I'd be like, okay, what am I talking about? Sometimes those are synchronicities for you to pick up on golden nuggets of clarity, right? And things would just make sense. All of a sudden, you'd be like, whoa, right? And there's people out there that don't believe in that kind of stuff, and that's fine. You don't need this stuff. You don't need the golden nuggets of clarity in the spiritual realm to recover. You don't. But it was important for me, and it was a big part of my recovery. It was really important for me to tap into consciousness and tap into my spiritual side, because I got answers that way. That's why I find visuals are so important, because when you're starting to do them every day for an hour, you're building a muscle, right? You start to build a muscle in your mind that opens up and invites a frequency in that you're open to, and you start getting downloads, right? Everybody has the capability of doing this, but when you're in a state of fight or flight, right, and you've never really, done this before, you're going to be a little bit closed off, right? The antenna is not on there. But the more you do this, the more the antenna starts to, pull information. When before you didn't have, your antenna was half-ass shit. Like, I always thought I was a spiritual person, but this whole shit show journey made me realize that, man, I was not spiritual, and now I'm seeing. My eyes are awake. And with doing the visuals, tapping into consciousness was just a consequence, right? It was a consequence of doing the work. All of a sudden, I started getting information, and the right information at the right time along my journey, which is beautiful. It's always at the right time, right? You ever notice that? You ever notice that where you're thinking about something and you need an answer, and all of a sudden you look on YouTube or somebody says something and they're talking about exactly what you were talking about, right? Or one of my videos comes up and they're like, oh my fucking shit, oh my God, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was asking God, or I was asking my guides, or whatever it was you were doing. It came to you at the right time. Perfect time. You ever notice that? Well, this shit's real, man. It's so real. And when you're, doing the visuals every day, for me, it's almost 3.5 years or 3 years, every day for 1 hour. Add that shit up, right? And most of the time, I was like an hour and a half, because I would get so into it. I'd be like, man, this is crazy. I'd get so into it that I'd, go for an hour and a half. Whatever, that's fine. I'm not brown nosing. Well, maybe I am. But if you go for an hour and a half, that's okay. That's fine. Let yourself go for an hour and a half. You might not even notice it. You'll be like, holy shit, I've been doing this for 2 hours? Damn, right? But just think, you're doing this for 2 years. I was 3 years. Just think, every day, 1 hour. How many hours is that in a week? Okay, 7 hours. Times 4, right? 28 hours times 12. All these hours add up. And that's And all these hours are you practicing bringing your baseline down, but also working that muscle, that physical muscle, which taps into frequencies that download information, right? You're also working a muscle that's up here, a spiritual muscle, and you're not even aware of it. And all of a sudden, you're getting this information that comes to you in your own voice, right? I'm not a medium, I'm not a psychic or anything like that, but I'm able to tap into consciousness in a way where I'm able to get information that helps me on my journey, gives me the answers that I need. And that's massive. I'm not lost at sea. I'm able to get answers by looking within yourself. That's amazing. That's massive. And because of that, I was able to move forward and discover things that I had never thought I would ever discover. So during this journey, you're not just growing, you're not just healing physically or mentally, but you're also, growing spiritually. So it's mind, body, and soul. And it's got that trifecta, right? Because they all are part of each other, right? It's really important. I didn't know how this shit worked until I had to do it because of my shitstorm, my perfect storm. And because of that, it forced me to get in touch with my higher self and get spiritual. And it's priceless. It's beautiful. It's amazing. The shit that you learn about yourself and about your body and your mind, it's incredible. So for me to keep on this path, I had to have post-it notes. And these post-it notes are really important because when you're going through this process, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to take you off the path, right? When you got the OCD looping thoughts, anxiety, right, and your health anxiety, your brain's going to pull you in all kinds of ways, and you're going to try different modalities. And I was not going to allow that to happen, right? I would make sure that this is all I'm doing, this path, that's it. I'm not going to start doing 10 other things because, I saw other people, they're doing 10 other things, they're getting pulled left, right, and center, and they're getting worse. So make that choice, stick to it, right? And keep it simple. Because when you have all these modalities hanging around, you're lost at sea, right? And your baseline goes up and alarms keep sending out, and then you get more symptoms. So we don't want to do that. So we want to stay on the path, and post-it notes do that. So that's one thing. I had my car plastered. All right. So what are some of the things that I wrote on here? So not just reminders, but I also wrote words, buzzwords that would keep me in that mindset because, during the process you forget everything. The post-it notes would be like, I would just quickly read one and I'd be like, oh, okay, yes. And I'd be in that mindset. One of the words that I like to use was pouncing, right? I would write that down on here. I'd say pounce, go against the grain. This is prime time. So in the moments where, because I wanted to go extreme with taking away the resistance and showing the brain that the old program was wrong and this is the new program, right? So I had examples of words that would put my mind there, right? So, when you're in the thick of it, when you got a symptom or a what if thought about a symptom or an OCD looping thought that's telling you, hey man, that pain you got in the side right here in the gut, that's serious, man. This is real this time. I know all the other 1,000 times I told you that it was bullshit, that it was bullshit, that you called me on it and I was wrong. And I threw a false alarm, and you were right. This time, I'm right, man. Come on, man. Let's go to the hospital. Like one of those type of thoughts. I had them every day, all day, about 10 different things, right? So when that happened, it would say, yo, that's serious, bro. Get it checked out. Right now, you're going to die. You're going to go through, and then it goes to the doubts and the what if thoughts, right? Catastrophizing, right? Go right to 1,000 every time. So then I would be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go through this anyway with these thoughts. So what I'm going to do is, you ever hear people talking about quantum leaping, right? You have this reality here, you got this reality here. And if you want this reality, just jump to that reality and pretend that it's happening, right? So if you're a person in this reality who's has that shitty job and is single, and you want to have this reality where you have a job, you love it, pays you well, and you're married and you're happy, all you have to do is go, you know what? I'm just going to have that. I'm just going to jump to that reality. That's it. So I kind of use that jumping thing with these buzzwords. So I would do like, when you're in that moment where the brain's sending you an alarm thought that is telling you, we got to have some urgency now. What's your decision? What are we going to do? This is crucial. This is a matter of life and death. I think this symptom is real. We need to get some help. We need to go to the hospital. That's when I would, the thickest, right? The alarm is just screaming, right? That was prime time. That's prime time to change the alarm, to rewrite that alarm. And how do we do it? We pounce on it. Normally we would be freaking out and looping, right? Right now we're freaking out and looping, but we're going to pounce and go against the grain of what the brain wants you to do. The brain wants you to sit there and loop on it. But we're going to go against the grain and sit there in 1,000% confidence that we're okay. Right? And people are going to think, how the hell are you going to convince yourself of that? Try it. Sit in 1,000% confidence. Call it on. Go, yeah, I know you're sending me that thought, but I have cocky confidence. That's another word. Bring it on. Let's see. I'm excited. Bring it on. I'm going to lean into that symptom and that what if belief. I'm going to lean into it. And like I always say, I want more. So you're asking for more of that what if thought, asking for more of that symptom, that feeling, that pain, whatever it is. I want more. And then you know what? You get a little bit, you turn into a bit of a dick, right? You go, I call bullshit. I bet you this is not going to pan out. Just like all the other times. Yeah, let's see. Bring it on, buddy. It's not going to happen. Watch. Just like I thought, because I said so. You're really flexing that confidence extremely, because you know how when you're in this world, you always knock on wood, right? Everything's knock on wood, just in case. We don't want to say something, because if we have too much confidence, the opposite hell will come, and you're walking on eggshells. So you tread lightly, because you think that reality that you want to avoid, you quietly just let it sleep. That nightmare reality. No, I think we'll be fine. I think, knock on wood, knock on wood, we'll be fine. Okay, so let's walk backwards slowly. Yeah, I might get sick. Okay, I know, right? Instead, I didn't do that, because when we do that, right, when we knock on wood like that, what are we telling the brain? That the perceived danger alarms that it's sending is correct, right? So it keeps that alarm on. But when you're confident, when you're not freaking out, when you're not surviving, you're not white knuckling, when you're confident and you're bringing it to its face and asking for more and being cocky and confident, the brain goes, you know what? This guy's confident. He's going against the grain. He's pouncing on this. You know what? I think that alarm doesn't need to be on. I think he is safe. I'm going to monitor him a little bit longer, because I'm not too sure. Let me monitor him. And I'm like, bring it on, buddy. I'm going to call you on your bullshit. Nothing's going to happen. I know that for sure. It's all bullshit. Cocky confidence. Right? You say cocky, and you almost envision yourself, I'm a Tasmanian devil in a glass store. Right? Because when we're Sensitive, we're like glass. We don't want to, we're so fragile. We don't want to break. We don't want to fall on. That's the feeling you have in your brain, is that you're fragile. Right? You get this illusion in your mind that you're fucking fragile. And what I did is I called it on. I go, yeah, I'm a fucking fragile. I'm glass. All right, I'm a Tasmanian devil in a glass store. Or I'm an elephant, a massive elephant in a glass store, and I only have this much room to move. And if I'm going to bump into everything, I'm fucking smashing glass everywhere. Right? I'm a Neanderthal. I'm a fucking beast. That's another word. Neanderthal, beast, elephant in the glass store, Tasmanian devil in a glass store. Right? And when I felt these feelings like I was sensitive or made out of glass, or I needed to go to the hospital, or this symptom is real, this is when the words pounce, because it reminded me, oh, this is the time. And that's where I got prime time. This is prime time for me to jump into that reality and go, we're fine. I'm going to sit in that trust. I'm trusting myself that nothing's going to happen 1,000%. And I'm actually going to call it on and get cocky with it. Right? When you get that cocky attitude with it, it shows. It shows confidence. And the brain looks at that and goes, okay, yeah, let's turn that alarm off. He's good. Wow, he's really confident. Amazing. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Right? Like Denzel Washington. Like I'll right here, I say, pounce. Now is the time at the hardest moment to go against the grain. So when it's the hardest time, that's when you pounce and you go against the grain and you sit there with cocky confidence and you ask for more and you smile, right? Because people usually say, well, don't do that because karma's going to get you and slap you in the face if you do that. Don't smile against your brain because all of a sudden the brain's going to slap you and you're going to be on a stretcher in the hospital. And then, yeah, who's laughing then, helmet? That's when you go, well, I want that to happen. Yes, that's what I want, right? You lean into that. You agree with the what-if thoughts, going, don't rock the boat, helmet. You're going to regret it. And that's when you also agree. Keep agreeing, right? Keep taking that resistance away. We're just constantly, with these words, you're constantly taking resistance away. And you're actually putting in confidence and pushing into the fear that we're in danger, right? We're actually getting into the limbic system's face and going, dude, we're not, yeah, okay, show me. You're a bitch, man. No, man, you're not. Like, I know the brain is trying to protect you. I'm not trying to say to bitch slap your limbic system. No. But that attitude shows the confidence to turn off alarms, right? You're going to be sitting around that alarm going, dude, nothing's going to happen. Okay, show me. Look, I'm gonna start a fire right here. Let's do it. Let's make some danger, man. I love this. Let's make some fucking danger. Let's create some bombs. Yeah, come on. Bomb. Let's do something. Come on. What do you got? What do you got? And and there's this background fear that's going, don't, dude, something's gonna manifest. You're gonna get something bad's happening. I can feel it, right? Because that's actually your body's alarm system feeling uneasy, going, right? And then your thoughts play that out. It role plays that out and goes, dude, just be lucky nothing's happening. Just loop on those thoughts for a bit. Just take what you got. Don't be fucking too picky here. And I go, no, I am picky. You got nothing, buddy. You got nothing. Yeah, let's see. Okay, what? What do you got? Right? Cocky confidence. Be a dick about it. And every time nothing happens. And then you laugh about it. And you go, see, I fucking told you nothing. You got nothing. And then get arrogant. Arrogance is amazing. Get arrogant. Go, yeah, I thought so. You know why? Because I said so. And look at you. You're doing what I said. Exactly. What are you going to do? Nothing, because I said so. And in normal terms in this world, if you were to say that to anybody in the world, yeah, because I said so. Usually people don't like that, and you're going to have shit happen in your face, right? But this is you. You're calling out your alarm system, right? You're showing it how confident you are by being arrogant. Arrogance shows confidence, and the brain will use that to turn off alarms. And I'm just showing you different ways to turn off alarms. These are creative ways to turn off alarms. Not like these other programs where they go, show a message of safety. I am safe. I'm safe. Right? That shows danger. When you're self-soothing from what? Danger. Keep the alarms on. That shit don't work. No. But when you're arrogant, cocky, with your limbic system, your security system, that will work. And it's a creative, all these are creative buzzwords that get you into that mindset to show that you're safe. That's what it is. I had to get creative because these normal, regular ways of showing safety were just not, my brain wasn't latching on. It was just like, yeah, we're safe. Yeah, whatever. No, we're not. Right? So I had to get creative. And I had to get a little extreme. I had to go deep. So what else we got here? So we got pounce, cocky confidence, elephant in a glass door, Tasmanian devil in a glass door. I'm a beast, right? You're a beast. I'm arrogant. So let's see what else I got. Like a what if thought, I'd be like, you know what? I want that. No, where are you going? I want that. Give me more of that. I want that. Actually, that what if everything you're thinking, I want that. Actually, and then, lean into it. Like I said, lean into it. Wear that what if thought as a glove, right? Yeah, right? You really want to consume that fear. Go, no, you become like this beast, this hungry beast that is consuming the fear, the what if thoughts. You become fucking like this monster, right? Beast that is consuming the fear so much that the fear is scared of you. It's going, oh my God, I'm scared of him. He was scared of us, now I'm scared of him, right? You're the one that's becoming this monster entity that's bitch slapping all the fear. That's the ultimate confidence. So you put these visions in your head, right? Because it helps you get into that zone, right? So I become this beast, right? I'm like, fear, right? You run towards it, you hunt it down, you fly down, you grab it and you eat it, right? You eat the fear and you enjoy it. You ask for more and you love it, right? That's how to do it. And the brain's like, holy fuck, okay, man. I'll turn that alarm off. Stop doing this beast fucking thing. Fine. Fuck. All right. Okay, I'll do 5 more. Fuck. Baseline starts to come down, right? Symptoms start to go away. Your looping thoughts start to relax a bit, right? And this takes repetition. So I had these post-it notes all around me for a year. And as I'm going through my journey, I was switching off new words. So all these words, they came in when they were necessary. Because sometimes words, they start to lose their meaning because you use them so often, right? So I had to get inventive. I had to create more words. So let's see if I can find more words that I may be forgetting, because I want you to have all the tools, right? Even get selfish with asking for more. Go, no, I want all that. Give it all to me. What are you doing? No, I want that. Because that puts the mindset. I like that, right? And then I also agree, let the worst fear happen. Go, you know what? I'm willing to die. I'm willing to do everything that's possible for you to make that happen. I'm not scared of this. You know what? Let's make it happen. Call it's bullshit. Call it's bluff. And go, I'm willing. Whatever it takes, I'm willing to fucking die. And I want that to happen. Let's make that happen. So that was the word of the month for me for a couple months. Let's make it happen. Write it down. Right? All these buzzwords that I'm talking about, write them down. Make a list. Right? And pick what you like. Right? What works for you. Hey, who knows? None of this shit. You might not like any of this shit. You might be like, I don't understand what you're doing there. That doesn't. Aren't you going to manifest that disease onto yourself if you keep asking for it, like in these creative ways. Like I said in the other video, just because you're saying, give me more of this illness thought, what if thought, symptom, give me more. It doesn't mean the brain's going to give you more and make you sick and then you're paralyzed and you're fucking fucked and dead. It doesn't work like that. What we're doing is we're using exposure with these words. We're exposing ourselves with a mindset so that the brain turns off the alarms and goes, he's fine. Turn off that alarm. And it stops sending you these looping thoughts. Because with recovery, looping thoughts, OCD is a big cock blocker. Right? It's a lot of resistance that you get through this process. Like some of these programs just say, do this, this, and this, and you should be good. But it doesn't work like that because you're dealing with a lot of fucking... You're going uphill in the snow, right? With roller skates, with the wind blowing this way, right? And if they don't teach you how to conquer that, you'll never recover, right? Or it's like you're going downhill with roller skates with no brakes. They don't teach you how to deal with the OCD when it comes to recovery, because OCD is a massive part. And these are some of the buzzwords that I used to take away the resistance deeply and show confidence, because OCD is massive, right? Because it shows you the what if thoughts. It makes you have doubts. It shows you, it sends you triggers. It sends you anxiety, panic attacks, right? It sends you symptoms, right? Your body's sending you symptoms as a forms of alarms. And you need to know how to correctly respond and think and feel towards these alarms. And that's what I did with these words, right? So I'd say, stand behind, here's another one. Stand behind your prefrontal cortex fully. Stand there with confidence, 1000% confidence behind your prefrontal cortex. This is the reasoning part of your brain. When you're going through the survival state, the prefrontal cortex takes a back seat. It's like, yeah, I don't know about this. And then, the OCD, amygdala, scary, feared part of your brain takes over because it doesn't trust that you're able to keep yourself alive from danger, because perceiving danger everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, hey, buddy, you in the back seat? I'm going to stand with you, buddy. Yeah, we're good. And then challenge the opposite with confidence. Right? So whatever fear it's saying, going, I challenge that. Bring it on. I want to see that happen. That's not going to happen. But I want it to happen. Yeah? Watch. It's like a Russian roulette game that you're playing, but you're always going to win because you say so. Right? With confidence. And I say, okay, let's make it happen. Avoid figuring out. We assume with confidence. We're good. This is prime time. So whenever you're in the thick of it, call that prime time. Because it is. It's prime time. That's the direct phone line to your limbic system, to your security system, to turn off alarms. Right? I choose that reality. I'm in this reality. I don't like this reality. But I'm going to choose a reality that says that this symptom is irrelevant, means nothing. Even though right now I feel like, holy fucking shit, I'm probably going to die in 2 minutes. Count down, 10, 9, 8, You know what? I'm going to go against the grain and sit 1000% in confidence that I'm going to be okay and go, yeah, let's see something happen. Okay, I'm going to help you count down. What happened to that countdown? 9, 8, 7. Now I'm going to count down quicker. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nothing. That's what I thought. Nothing. Okay, so what else? I choose that reality. I create it because I said so. I'm going to fit into that glove, lean into it, prime time, go against the grain because I'm a beast. Right? What else we got here? Neanderthal, cocky elephant. Right? And if you need to make some notes here, we can go cocky elephant, C-E, go C-E. Right? Pounce. I used to write pounce on my hand. I used to hope that people wouldn't read that and go, like, what does that say? It says pounce. What do those abbreviations mean? Cocky elephant, cocky confidence, elephant in glass store. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, you can just say, oh, yeah, it was just, it's just, it might happen to you. Oh, well, who gives a fuck? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's not the end of the world. Who gives a shit? People think you're crazy anyway. Who cares? You think you're crazy, right? Don't worry about it. It's irrelevant because when you're recovered, you got your life back, and you start to notice that, wow, everybody else is fucked up, and I'm fucking thriving. Do nothing. So there's one version where something happens, and you just do nothing. You just go, I'm not going to give you anything, Limby. I'm not going to freak out, even though I am freaking out. But I'm going to choose to not to freak out. I'm going to give you nothing. Because nothing is better than freaking out. Right? So, I stepped it up 10 notches by embracing, asking for more. This way I was taking it to this extreme. Right? Other people usually take it to this extreme where they get catastrophize. But you know what works just as well? Nothing. That gives you good results too. But for me, I didn't just want to have good results. For me, I wanted to go extreme. I wanted to fucking take it 1,000 notches to this side, right? Because when I thought, the way I figured is if I can take something this way, it'll make me understand what I'm doing. Because doing nothing, I was still confused, right? When you do a lot of nothing, how do you do a lot of nothing? Am I doing nothing? It wasn't a good target, right? It works. It's too simple, right? Doing nothing is too simple. You don't really know how not to do anything. So, great, but I'd rather have something I can hold in my mind. A target, a subject, a face, a Tasmanian devil, a beast, a fucking pounce, I had to have that to do the work. And why not? If you can go extreme, well, that just means I'll probably work faster at this. So, what else do I have? Pounce it. That's a word. I want more. Give me more, right? Lean in. Hunt it. You're a hunter. Right? You're eating it. You're consuming it. You're a beast. I want that. Give me more. It's all mine. Be selfish. Challenge it. I dare it. Call it bluff. I call bullshit. Okay, let's see. I want to see. Expose it. Push it. Right? Slap it a bit. Go, yeah, no, you're not going to do nothing. Look, all right, come on, let's see. Nothing, right? You're a bit of a bully, right? You demand answers, right? You're a bully. You're arrogant. Run towards it. Call it out with confidence. Love it. Embrace it. I agree. Yes. Show me. Prove me wrong. You can't. Come on, right? And whenever we do this, we always engage. Engaging is very important because it's the end of the equation. You need that. Because you're doing all this stuff, but we need to engage. Holy fuck, there's a little bit of snow. Snowflakes are, oh, it's great. Yeah, it's great. Oh, yes. Oh, the blue jay. Oh, fuck. Great, man. Great. Fuck. Sweet. Oh, that deer. Ding, ding, ding. That's beautiful. Right? And then you go back when you need to and use these buzzwords. Let's see if there's anything else there. There's no way that this will happen. It's impossible because I said so. Arrogance. Yeah, we'll see. Smile. Then prove it. Show me. Lean in with 1,000% trust. So I'm sure I missed a couple of other buzzwords, whatever, but you get the gist. There's a shitload right there I gave you. Use those. Write them down. Fuck, do whatever you need to do to keep on this path. Put the post-it notes everywhere. Yeah, sure. You might, pick up your aunt Cindy or your grandma or your mom and bring her to go shopping, and they might see the post-it notes and go, I think we need to have a conversation. What the fuck is going on here, right? Whatever. You figure it out. You know how many times I had to take my post-it notes off because I knew that I was going to drive somebody that I knew somewhere, and they would probably ask questions, or they would be triggered and worried about me, and then I'd be triggered because they're triggered, and they'd reaffirm my doubt that I am sick. Like, okay, you're going to deal with that shit. I had to take off all my post-it notes and then put them back on, right? This is shit you got to do. Yeah, I know it's a pain in the ass. Shit you got to do. Oh, well. So anyway, So all this shit is important to stay on the path. At the end of the day, it's going to keep you on that path. It's giving you clarity, the mindset you're supposed to have every day, right? Month per month per month, year by year, constantly. When you're doing that, the baseline starts to calm down. You're turning off alarms everywhere, and you're moving forward, right? That's why these post-it notes were so important. All right. I hope I didn't put everybody to sleep. And if I did, that's good. Great. But, yeah, if you have any questions, put them down the bottom. And, like, subscribe. And you know what? Share. This would really help, because my goal is to grow this channel as much as I can so it can help as many people as possible. Right? And if you share it, I'm sure there's, when you think about it, nowadays there's a lot of people going through a lot of symptoms, mental, physical, that could use the help. And I want to grow my channel. I want to help as many people as possible. I want to give back, because I've been through the hell, and I want people to have the opportunity to get their lives back. So if you, share, like, and subscribe, it gets the algorithms going, right? And if you want to have some fun with it, share some of my content on some of the forums and some of the groups that you guys are on. Hopefully you're not on these Facebook groups anymore, but if you are, hey, have fun with it. Trigger some people for fun. And if not, that's okay. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe. And if you know somebody who needs the help, send them my way or my channel to them. There we go. All right. On to the next video.